Now to the man in that ad, probably one of the most talked about guests we have ever had on this show, maybe because he's his own man, Louisiana State Senator Elbert Guillory, who is now with the Republican Party. By the way, we did call Senator Landrieu, no responses yet. It's very good to have you with us again, sir. What kind of response have you gotten from this ad?
Neil, first let me say that it's great to be here with you. You are my hero. Now to answer your question.
No, you could just stick with that. I like that opening answer was just fine. But go ahead.
The response has been overwhelming. This video has gone viral. We're on 25,000 websites right now, and a lot of people have seen it. We've had some heat, of course. There are always the naysayers and the negatives, but very little of that. Heard from a lot of Democrats, a lot of dyed-in-the-wool Democrats who understand that we spoke the truth, and he knows that we have spoken the truth. And the truth is not very positive for Mary Landrieu.
Now, when you said, because the senator knows 95% of us will vote regardless, I'm paraphrasing here, were you talking about African-American voters? What were you saying?
I was talking about African-American voters. This whole piece is designed, directed toward African-American voters, to talk about why we should stop being in someone's hip pocket and why we are ignored and overlooked.
You know, Senator, but why is that? Why do 95% of African Americans vote for the Democratic candidate, whether it's Barack Obama or Bill Clinton? But that measure, that percentage, tightly holds. Why?
I don't know. I don't understand. That part of it is tradition. A part of it is the propaganda machine that the Democrats have. But the truth is that we are like victims of a one-night stand every 6 years. Every 6 years, Mary comes and says, we're going to turn your community into Eden. We're going to bring jobs, and then we're going to school. The schools are going to work. We're going to make it safe. And then she disappears. And 6 years later, she comes and she says the exact same thing. A one-night stand every 6 years. And then we are forgotten.
Do you think Republicans, though, forget you or don't know how to deal and appeal to the African-American community? What is it they're not getting that they should be getting, or they should be saying?
Republicans don't know us. And they don't know us because we're not sitting at their table, or very few of us are sitting at their table. It's an unfortunate thing, but the good news is that more of us are crossing over and sitting at the Republican table, understanding and telling our community that we cannot put all of our eggs in one basket. We cannot only speak to one little group over in a corner and expect our needs and our interests to be understood by everyone. So we're getting the message out to Republicans and to libertarians and to environmentalists that we are a force to be reckoned with. We are a people, a community whose needs need to be considered when decisions are made.
You know, Senator, when you're referring to some of the elitist aspects of Senator Landrieu, others will quibble with that, but the underlying message seemed to be that is a charge that Republicans typically are the receiving end of, that they're elite, out of touch. Was that just coincidental, or was that by design that you wanted to hone in on that, you know, you don't have to be a Republican, or this notion that just Republicans get the rap for being out of touch, that a Democratic incumbent can be as well. How is that being received?
That is being received very well. It's being understood. Mary does sip champagne at cocktail parties while we are scrounging for pennies. Mary does fly around. She's part of the jet set of America. Flies around in private jets paid for by taxpayer dollars. And she does live in a $2 million house on Capitol Hill. She is really out of touch with the people that I represent, the people on Academy Street in Opelousas, Louisiana. She has done absolutely nothing for our community, not about jobs, not about safety, not about education. the things that make a community work and operate. Again, it's just every 6 years she comes by and promises the sky, promise that our community will be turned into the Garden of Eden. And then we are forgotten about and ignored for 6 years until it's time for her to run again. And I'm tired of that. We have to be tired of that. We cannot afford to be left out and shunted aside for a 6-year period and then rolled out, pulled in to vote every 6 years. That's going to stop. We've had enough.
Senator Guillory, very good seeing you again. Be well.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here with you.
Right back at you, sir. All right. It's a powerful voice, too. It's a great voice. In the meantime,